welcome. Good morning. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Oh, I forgot to turn on the overhead. Let me go do that. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. All right. Hi from Australia. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. do a little snow globe. A little snow glow action. I am taking care of me. I am. Well, I was out yesterday looking at cars for a couple hours. It's nice to get out of the house. I have a busy week with doctor's appointments and stuff. But I did get a car, so it's one less thing I gotta worry about. Because I think I gotta get back the rental on Friday. So, on top of that, I gotta register, get plates. Yeah, I got a busy week. So, yeah. Thanks. Alright, that's the next 72. I did, I don't like that. I just got excuse me, clean glasses. Sneaky energy, and I don't want to read that. I don't want to read that, guys. Guilt. So it makes you feel guilty or something. I don't know. God, I really don't want to read that. That's what the cat was. Well, that's good. The cat was so cute. Whose cat? Max was up here? Hold on. I have to blow my nose. I don't know what is this freaking weather. Still haven't. Oh, I got too many fucking crystals. I still haven't taken the crystals out of the box since the full moon. Alright. Oh, the car. Yeah, the cat on the car, right? I hope that's a good omen. I'm like, you want to get off the car before you scratch the paint? What are you doing? And he followed me around the entire lot. And he kind of attacked my leg in a playful way and bit me. And I said to Mo, I'm like, you better be feeding him. Mo's like, yeah. And I'm like, Mohammed, you better be feeding him. He's like, we do. It's like the little alley cat. And I was like, okay. So, yeah, out of all the cats, he actually had a Wrangler for like 20 grand. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. And I know him. So he pretty much took like 3 grand off of a car for me anyway. So, I ended up going with a Mazda. I'm surprised I went with like a sporty car. But still a 4-door. It's I don't know. He likes he likes like race cars and stuff. So like he was showing me he got this like new Dodge Charger or something. It's like an STA or something. And people who race and stuff, I guess it's like a $200,000 car or something. He got it for like $45,000 from like an impound or something. And it came with a clock, so he's fucking stoked. Telling me all about this, like Max telling me all about this car that I know nothing about. Like I cared. Shit like that, you know. And he just got back from Jordan, so he made me have some of his coffee. He didn't make me, but I felt rude not trying some of his coffee. I'm not like super crazy about it. It's got that how do you say it? Cardamom. It's that spice, Middle Eastern spice or whatnot. I used to work with him at the Red Cross. It's been a while since I've seen him, although caught up a couple years ago and had lunch. So yeah, it's the only cat. It's the only car the cat decided to jump on. I was like, you know, you want to get off the freaking roof before you scratch the paint job? So I was a little hesitant. I'm not gonna lie, because it does have a little. Hi, Maxie Poo. It does have a little faster an engine, and you know the kids probably drive the car, so it's. So that part makes me a little like, was it the best idea? You know, I've never, I see a lot of the Mercedes. He had a nice Mercedes too. I just like foreign fucking cars, guys. I don't know. Besides the Jeeps, you know. So, I don't know. It is what it is. I'll have a Jeep one day, I'm sure. But it's such a luxury car. Like even the newer Jeeps are like 40, 60,000. Like I don't have it in me to do that. I didn't even have it in me to take out a small loan to do a $20,000 Jeep. Like I have no desire right now to have a car payment. Zero. Like I just got done within the last year paying off the other car, you know, and it just felt so nice not dishing out another $400 or $500 a month, you know. Not gonna lie, it was nice. So I'm not fucking doing it. So I'll probably do it like next year. And then maybe Mia can have this car or Caden. I don't see that's the downside though. Like they gotta be responsible. It's got a quick pick me up. It's a Mazda's quick little car. So I don't mind. I have years of practice. You know what I mean? But I am a little wary for the kids. But it wasn't about the kids. I don't know. There's only so many options too. You know what I mean? Like I could have really like shopped around and did that, but I would have been stuck like again getting a car loan. And I mean, I know Mo. I've known him for 10 years. Like he wouldn't fuck me over, you know? So I went with one of the three out of 3 better cars on the lot, you know? So he does a lot of auctions too, and he does a lot of he buys cars from insurance companies where they total the cars too, and he'll fix it if it's not like framework or certain stuff, or he'll buy them for parts, you know. So there's lots of cars there, like the engines are smashed in, but he's like, I just bought this one for like, I don't know, I think he said like 10 grand. No, 5 grand. But it's one of those cars where he can get like 800 a door, you know. So he ends up actually making money that way too. So the car I had was an auction, and it's only had one owner, and it lived in Florida for the car. Lived in Florida for 6 years. And one owner. You can't beat that, 65,000 miles. You can't beat that. So I was like, they really maintain the car, So, I mean, little stuff like that's important when you're getting a used car. So I could have went with other cars. He's like, oh, here, Court, here's a Nissan something. He's like, I'll give it to you for $5,000, 20,000 miles. But he's like, haha, I'm not going to do it, though. He's like, the transmissions go, And I was like, all right. So I put a couple thousand of my money into it. And now I don't have a car payment, so I'm happy. I'm happy. You stupid Dougie. Blueberries for sale. The only thing I didn't do was check like insurance. But they weren't on the top. They weren't on maybe they were on the top 10. For a little pricey. But compared to what I was paying for the newer car, and I don't have a car payment. So I'm happy. I'm happy. I think this one's going to drip down too. I think only the red one. Only the red one did that last time. Good morning. Yeah. I'm pretty happy about the no car payment situation, I'm not going to lie. And I know I'd get a few years, if not longer, out of that car. You know what I mean? Like the kids will end up getting it. So it was a practical choice. Because at first I really just wanted to do $5,000 or $6,000. And then purchase another car within the next year. By my Jeep or whatnot. But then I'm like, I don't want the kids putting a shit ton of work into it either. So I paid double digits, but it's better than a car that's, as is off the lot. I'm still trying to convince myself I did the right thing. I think that's what's going on here. That's my biggest thing. I'm still trying to convince myself I did the right thing. And he was going to sell that car for probably $15,000, $16,000. So he hooked me up. Yeah, I didn't take the cat home. I almost wanted to take the cat home, Super Dougie. I almost wanted to take the cat home because it's a big salvage yard. It's got the industry, a industrial park type thing, So there's just a lot of other businesses around in the same thing, So I'm like, you better be feeding this fucking cat. He's like, don't worry, I feed it. We all feed it. It's the community cat. I mean, it looked healthy. There was nothing, it wasn't skinny or anything, but I almost was like, oh, if I didn't have cats at home, I would scoop you up, buddy. Scoop you up. But at first I was like, when I first saw him, I patted him. And then he kind of like attacked my leg, kind of like hugged it and then like a little bite, but like not enough to like I was just like, all right, kitty, what the fuck, you know? And then he jumped on the car and then like head butted me and started purring. So I'm like, okay, but you need to get off the car. You're gonna ruin the paint job. And then he just followed me around everywhere. And I guess my mom had a Honda when I was younger and she loved it. My mom does like foreign cars though. She loved her Saab. She has a Lincoln now. She likes luxury cars. Allergies, yeah. You could always get a Sphinx. You can always get a Sphinx, super doggy. Contemplating whether or not to put my sling on. It's doing good, so it's just real tender. I think I'm alright. I'm just about to sneeze though. And I went with my normal coffee today. I didn't get cold foam on it. I haven't really been drinking it. My whole coffee. I haven't been finishing it for months now. Contemplating not drinking coffee. Alright, let me go blow my nose one more time because I feel like I'm going to sneeze. I'll try to go pee, and that way we don't get interrupted. King of Earth. Oh, I'm getting the glare on my glasses again. Like maybe I don't need to blow my nose. I don't want Max to jump over here either, because he likes to do that. So I'll put the candle right there in case he gets slick. Max, no cleaning. Take a nap. Alright. I knew I didn't have to go to the bathroom. I tried though. The effort was there, guys. I tried. You know? The effort was really there, I promise you. Alright. Alrighty, schnighties. Let's see. Yeah, I haven't seen these ones yet. These are pretty. These are nice cards. I'm glad I bought this deck because I definitely hesitated with this deck. Next72. Knight of Cups, Two of Earth. Ace of Earth. King of Earth was determined to come out. Drives me fucking bananas though when two comes out at a time. That's when my OCD fucking kicks in because I don't like doing that. Ace of Cups, Four of Fire. Interesting. Interesting. Two aces, guys. Just got pulled to either like a palm tree, fireworks, Japan. Could be something travel. Could just be a move with the Four of Wands. What is this card? Death. This is the card where it doesn't actually say death. Getting pulled like a haunted mansion. Blueberries for Sal. I keep forgetting to order that book for Mabel. I was on FaceTime with her last week. And she was reading a book to me. And I was reading a book. I'm going to read a book to her before bed. And I asked Nick, I asked Mabel, you got blueberries for Sal? I was just going to buy her this. I hate how this phone doesn't come in. I was going to buy her that for her bedroom. But she was showing me all her stuff. Look how big she's getting, guys. Isn't she just awesome? I just love her so much. I just love her. Oh, making faces at Auntie Courtney. So, just love her. So there might be something with kids because, again, I've been saying this since I got this deck, and I almost didn't get it. I know Super Dougie was saying something, but I almost didn't get it. And this woman in the store, she's like, honestly, it's my favorite deck. And I split the deck. I looked at like the store one. I forget what card. I think it was the High Priestess of the Fool. It's a witch on a broomstick. And I was like, oh my God, that's just so cute. It's just the depiction. So I was like, all right, I got it. And I'm glad I did. But for those who don't know that book, Blueberry for Sal, it was my favorite as a kid. And this depiction is like straight from the book. I don't know if it's the flowers. I can't really remember. It's about a little girl, but I'll show you the cover. You might be able to see what I'm talking about. Blueberries for Sal. Not Sal. Sal. Yeah, right here. Blueberries for Sal. Oh, you know what it is? I know you probably can't see it. That's what it's almost like the cards. Watch. Let me blow it up. It's it's the flower. is like the depiction. And his hair it's got golden tones to it. So it's almost like the card. See? And all the flowers. So I guess that makes sense. They kind of got the same hair. I don't know. It just always made me wonder if the person, if they ever read Blueberries from Sal. I didn't know what it was until I actually looked it up. All right. So anywho, next 72 hours, you have Knight of Cups, Two of Earth, Ace of Earth, King of Earth, Ace of Cups, Four of Wands, a Death card, Page of Earth, Ten of Wands. You could be contemplating on attempting to bring something to life again. Is it worth it? Is it not? It doesn't look like you're trying to find balance, but it does look like something needs to be balanced out. You do have an opportunity with two elements to start something new, something solid, something emotional. It could be as simple as you love your new job, you love your new yoga instructor, self-worth. It could be a ritual, a new routine. The opportunity is there to start a new foundation. And it does look like it is something that you can enjoy. It does look even emotional because you have the Ace of Cups, Knight of Cups. Sometimes that's meeting somebody brand new. You do have the King of Earth right there as well, and the Page of Earth. You're definitely starting something, or somebody wants to start something with you. It's obvious. It's there. The opportunity is there. Will you take it? Will they take it? I don't know. I can look into that, but this does look like a solid opportunity. It's not telling me like the vibes I was first getting in the beginning, like sketchy. I'm not getting that vibe right this second. Let me see if that light. No, it's better in the dark. I'm not getting a sketchy vibe from this. Again, you can be transforming something. It's a pretty simple message. Or they want to transform something. This could be like feeling like you're coming back alive, but that would be like yourself. It's almost like excited. It could have something to do. I always get pulled the constellations here, like your Akashic Records, transits. Could feel like a heavy transit. And this could be like saying no to a situation as well, or it's just kind of like you're preoccupied with work, business. I just heard something about taxes. I don't see it here. Somebody's going to have to pay out with taxes. That came out last week or the week before. So I don't know if that energy is attempting to come towards you. An audit. That came through last year too. Maybe somebody got away with some shit last year and it's catching up to them this year. I don't know. But again, it's this Knight of Cups. It's a beautiful card. I always get pulled to the constellations. But to me, it's in different decks, you know, and with the Ace of Cups being here and other things, usually it talks about new love, new appreciation. To me, it's not just self-love because the Knight is here, but you could reject this, or somebody could reject you. You might go after it, you might not. But this is like appreciation station. I just heard it. So I almost feel like you could possibly even be resting and appreciating what you already have. It could be a purchase here. There could be a move. Could be signing a contract. Three of Pence isn't here, but the Ace of Pence is here with the Page of Pence. It's not like... It could be a contract with some of you, but I gotta clarify and see what else comes out. You could actually be moving. The Four of Wands and the Four of Wands and the Ten of Pence. Sorry about that. The Four of Wands and the Ten of Wands is like move. Like the Chariot was here, it'd be like a moving truck. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of work, heavy boxes. But the Chariot's not here. So I keep saying there's a lot of things that aren't here. And it's just becoming clear to me that so this could just be stuff that's around the corner. Because it's like, why don't you talk about things that are here? You know? So this energy could be getting ready to move. You could be getting ready to move. You could be relocating. You could be starting new. Again, this is definitely a transformation within you or somebody else. Again, I keep getting the same vibe, though, just because somebody's ready to come clean or come forward or whatever this may be or talk about something doesn't mean that you need to jump on it, because with the Ten of Wands being here and the Death card is telling me it's already over, it's heavy, something was clearly karmic. There was lots of juggling. It doesn't mean you can't work it out, but I'm just saying, like, just saying. Hi, Cass. Somebody could want you to move in. Somebody could want a relationship, because the Ace of Cups and the Four of Wands came out together. Somebody, again, kind of wants to stabilize something. Let's get one more row before I clarify. One more night. We could be purchasing. I don't see music here. Here we go again, but I just purchased my tickets for a music festival in September. But for some reason it was relevant to tell you that. So again, like, I don't know what's up with that energy. I don't know if this energy just needs to talk to you. There's a lot they need to say. I'm not sure. You got the Emperor. Six of Air. It's definitely about moving something forward. The Magician. I don't see guilt or an apology, because that came in the beginning of this read. Knight of Air. So these knights are working with constellations. Nine of Cups. Again, I haven't used these cards that many times. I'm assuming all the knights work with constellations. Could be somebody, again, wanting to be responsible. This could be a job offer. The Emperor, the Knight of Pence. I mean, the Emperor, the King of Pence. Typically, it can represent a boss. Again, Six of Air, wanting to move something forward, wanting to manifest. This is clear communication. Somebody might want to work with you, and it involves your feelings too, or it's emotional and they just want to stabilize something. I mean, it's pretty clear. When it comes to you, it's almost like this is more of like a cross-watcher, how they feel about you type situation. You could just be working hard, not knowing that somebody's kind of crushing on you or wants to explain something or talk to you. You could be manifesting something, working on your own manifestations, moving forward, going through your own transformation, becoming your own boss. But this would be like all my women being carrying a very heavy masculine energy, and I'm not getting that vibe. So it's more, it really just feels more about what this other energy is up to. Kind of how they feel about you. Let's see what these aces are. What's this? Ace of Earth. Ace of Pentacles, please. Because it's still kind of contemplating. It still kind of feels like up in the air, nothing set in stone. You got the Six of Wands, which is victory. You got 2 sixes. So somebody is kind of like determined. It could just be you in regards to a new start. So you kind of got 666 here too. So there's a void. I don't know why I got so quiet. It's something heavy. It's like you could be training for something as well, but the Knights could be joggers training for a marathon, which is odd because I would see that, and this wants to fall out. I would see that exploration. Could want to be an astronaut. It's just strange. I don't typically look at the depiction like that and be like, oh, this could actually be happening. But you could be dealing with a runner, a jogger, somebody who just won something. This could be a trophy. This could be a written letter of praise. That doesn't even make any sense. You know where I'm going with that. Congratulations. It's like one of those things like you put on the wall. You know, I don't know why I can't think of the name. It could just be a certificate. You could literally be entering something. You could be winning a prize. Some of you could be winning a house, but that would be slim. It'd probably be more of like a vacation, but it's almost like you put your ticket in and it's a win. I'm really getting a win here. Could it just be a win-win situation? But I'm actually getting a win. And you do have Jupiter. And Jupiter likes to reward. And you could just win a couple $100 on a scratch ticket, and that's your penny. You know what I mean? You're scratching your scratch ticket. Yeah, you know, sometimes like if you win like over $500, you have to go to like the state. You know, this could be Secretary of State. If that's the case, they might hold something up, even though I don't see a hold up. Something you might just have a waiting period, but there's not a wait here, guys. So here we go again with that whole, but it's not here. You could just be waiting. But again, there's no wait, so I don't know what that would be. It's like waiting. Oh, I can't afford that. I have to wait for my next paycheck, but should I do it? Should I not? But that would be telling me that you're living like week to week. So is it a need or a want? Or, you know, it's money that you put into savings, but instead of putting into savings that week, you spend it. Again, your boss could just be looking at you like that's the right candidate. Let's go with him. Let's go with her. A lot of people like you. You're honest. You're truthful. A lot of people like you. You get your work done. Max or Kessel, whoever that is. Kessie, cut the shit. She's my only cat that fucking scratches. Like when I leave here, I gotta literally replace the frames. She's 20 years old. I've been trying to break it for 20 years. I can't break it. It is what it is. But it's like going down to like nothing, as if it's like termites, you know? So it's like, cut the shit. Might as well just replace them now and then replace them again. So she's got something fucking new to scratch. I've tried and everything. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. I've tried capping her nails and they just fall off. So, and I would never declaw a cat. It's just cruel. So, and I'm sorry for those who declaw cats. I get it. If you love your cat and it's ruining furniture, one thing. If the claws aren't working, you know what I mean? Like, there's some circumstances. But I believe also cats should be outdoors, you know? So they don't have protection. So that could be a message too. This could be somebody who wants to protect you. I'm not really seeing assets here, but there's an energy here that's already established. And again, it could be somebody looking at you in regards to work. Like you're a good candidate. So again, it could be an opportunity coming your way because you do have, well, you have the 3 of air there. I mean, the 3 of fire. So again, there could be travel, could be something with another country. This does talk about patience or waiting for the right time, but it is a spacecraft going up. There's nothing here about like a wait, you know what I mean? But like intense, so something could be intense. Let's get this Ace of Cups. That's too many cards. But you got the Ace of Earth, interference, and the Three of Pentacles. I mean, the Mother of Earth. Eight of Swords, Three of Pentacles. So again, this, I don't want to take this many, but it could be a contract. Well, I'm already reading it. I guess I'll fucking take it. This is where 2 cards came out. Now we got 3. So it could be, again, something with a contract. I'm getting pulled to really the contract here. You got another 8 down here, but it's like the 8 of Cups. So it could be something you walked away from. It could be something that somebody else is walking away from. You do have the King of Earth and the Mother of Earth. So this could be, she is older. This could be your own, in regards to your own mother. No, not in regards to the Ace of Earth. I mean the Ace of Cups though. Somebody could be seeing you, spending their life with you, getting older. What is up with me reading the depiction of these cards like that? This has never happened. I mean, I always read depiction, but this is different. Like winning something, a race, you know what I mean? Like it's just, I don't know, something about growing your life. But this is an energy that like almost can't stop, won't stop, can't stop thinking about you, putting in work, putting in effort. Because this is like, it's the 8 of Swords, you know? So somebody really does want to put, let's put it this way. Somebody wants to invest with you. Would it be a good investment? Again, I don't know. Do you remember I said to you, we can find out at the end, but does anybody remember what I said? Because now I'm like, would this be a good investment? Because I should be asking these questions at the end. I just feel like that's how Spirit's presenting this. And I can't remember what I said earlier, and I was like, oh, we'll find out at the end. If anybody can remember, let me know. Are you guys good? Is it cutting out, breaking up? Do I need to refresh? Try to refresh your screens. Okay, I just went from 48 to 38, so something's happening. Can anybody hear me? I just looked up 555. 5. Are we good? You can. It's got, when I said you can, it is Yukon Gold. I don't know what that is. Yukon Gold Mine. Isn't that where something like Yukon Gold? I don't know. It's kind of following me the potato too. But I thought it was actually gold. Help me out, guys. Any idea? Like, I'm getting pulled to, like, mining. Gold rush. Is there still gold mining in the Yukon? Both regions still have gold. Yukon and Alaska continue to draw thousands of workers every year. Yeah, see, you could make a lot of money with something here. I didn't even think about that. But here's the thing, it's the Ace of Cups. So I don't know if you want to mix business with pleasure, or if this is somebody who's crushing on you. I don't really see another state. Alaska's part of the U.S., so I don't, I'm also getting pulled to Canada. But again, it's not another state, it's another country. So somebody sees potential in you. And I definitely get that with the Ace of Earth. But here's the thing, like the Ace of Cups is involved. It's better now? Okay, good. The Ace of Cups is involved. So with the Mother of Earth, like this is kind of like long-term, mature, older, responsible, nurturing. Someone just thinks you have what it takes. And they can't stop thinking about it. So I'd love to be like, this is you and you can't stop thinking about something. But again, it will right back to the whole, this is how somebody else feels about you, or their thoughts in regards to you. So they could be watching you. You could be at work. This absolutely can be a work thing. I'm just getting QVC. So I don't know if this is a boss. QVC, they sell things, right? So this could be somebody who wants to market your product. If you have a product, this could be somebody who just wants to market you. It could be modeling. I doubt it is. I doubt it's modeling or anything like that. You could be on a billboard. Something's going to take you somewhere. So it looks like somebody definitely has the funds to put you in the spotlight. I don't know if you want to be in the spotlight. This is like how I always get those emails from YouTube. Like, it can literally, you can pay for like 20,000 subscribers, 50,000 subscribers. You could pay for them to flash a video or a certain part. You can, they know what to promote when they watch your video. They can put in little clips that capture you. But that's like DACA energy. Like, it's so crazy that YouTube now offers that. But you end up paying, because the more money you get, you know what I mean, then they get a chunk of it and it's no longer just yours. So there's consequences to every action as well, guys. But it is crazy to me that is now a thing, for real. Like, it's insane. Anywho, I was getting pulled to talk about something like I would talk about on the other channel, and that's something that keeps coming through. I don't want this to be like an entrapment energy either with this 8 of Wands, 3 of Pence. Could almost feel like entrapment. Like it's somebody who wants to take over your foundation with the 4 of Wands. That wouldn't be good. But I don't see tricky or sneaky here like I felt in the beginning of the read. So I hope this person is just really more business oriented. I mean, they would be looking at you as an investment. I'm not going to lie. But I almost feel like this energy is crushing on you too. Or they think like a lot of people would crush on you too. So I don't know if they're attempting to use your looks. And I'm almost getting like modeling. And I almost said that earlier, but I didn't. I almost said something about porn too, and I didn't want to about contracts. So again, you could have like that look that just a company is looking for, but that's like, I don't know, maybe it's a spokesperson. Maybe somebody wants to, Folgers in your cup. Somebody wants you to market coffee. It could be something like market their makeup, their shoe line for like high heels when it comes to like seduction. So it's definitely something like that. Or it could even be a product like, put this on, all your wrinkles will go away and you'll feel young again. So guys, I don't know what to tell you here, but somebody does want to invest in you. And again, I'm trying to put you here. So could it be your subconscious and your conscious, creating something for yourselves, shifting your own energy, looking at something differently, that type of stuff. You're creating your own success, your own foundations. It's something that can evolve. It's something that can last. So I can't quite tell. It doesn't really look like a spiritual contract. It looks more like a matrix contract. Again, I do feel like it's something, either someone or something you've tried in the past with the Eight of Cups here. You know what I mean? As if like you've already tried and it didn't really work. Let's see what this King of Earth is looking at. Five of Swords, Ten of Swords, Ten of Swords, Five of Wands. Conflicted. Again, yeah. This is somebody that could have hurt you, betrayed you, or this is something like it could feel like it's too good to be true, and you're like, no, I'll just get betrayed. I'll be stabbed in the back. Or, I'm seeing a vulture. This could just be somebody that's all about the money. It is somebody who wants to market you though, like invest in you, and I don't know how you feel about that. Could it just be a boss or an owner of a company that doesn't know much about you? But again, it's got to be an energy, because even if that's the case, it'd be like a contract or an NBA, or you know what I mean? Like, NDA. I don't think it has anything to do with sports, but because I think I said NBA first. Yeah, non-disclosure. But I said BA, so I'm just kind of like, I know what an NDA is before I had to sign one. So could this be the same thing that's coming back around the corner with the TV show 5 years ago? I doubt it, but I did have to sign an NDA. But here's the thing, like, I also signed one of those when I worked for a CPA. You know what I mean? So again, this could be just, there is work involved, but again, there's feelings involved. So could it be somebody you dated, or you had a crush on your boss had a crush on you, but it's like torn. I don't see this Five of Wands being jealousy or drama. It's just, it couldn't be them seeing the potential, but they're kind of attracted to you too. So they're like, I don't think this is the best idea. This could be somebody who wants to move closer to you. This could be a job relocation. You could be considering relocating for work, with the Four of Wands being there. And the Three of Pens. Something's definitely going down at work, guys. Could you meet somebody new at work? Maybe. But I feel like you know this energy, and this energy is attracted to you, and they do have feelings for you. So looks like the Tower was going down. All I want to do is move it. So yeah, I don't know what went down with you guys. What's this Knight of Cups? Maybe you're like, maybe you make it all about work instead of anything else. Yeah, there's a Tower. It's almost like 3 towers just went down with the Page of Fire, because my 2 little towers just knocked over as I was moving them to put a card there, and out comes the Tower, and I just flipped over that card as if you don't see it. But is it a good Tower? I mean, it's a possibility, but the other towers fell, so it might not be so good for other people. It could create towers for other people. But I'm even seeing like industries, because this is like a town, a community. Kind of people, like it's not like coming together and let's fix this or keeping them safe. Because I'm trying to pick up on the intention there. It's almost like blocking the townsmen. But I don't think it's feel like a safety issue. I mean, the community could have even caused that Tower. Because to me, that this is like multiple towers going down. It'd be 3. Three industries, 3 companies. You could have multiple companies looking for you. Looking at you. This could be a job offer, and all of a sudden, 3 jobs come at you, and you're like, shit. Which one do you think I'd be happier at? Because it is about your happiness as well. Is it a possibility that this is somebody where it's already been dead and gone, and maybe your boss has fucked you over once or twice, one too many times, and you're like, nope. What is this Tower? I think this Tower is linked to, like, it's iffy. You can go either way because you do have 2 new starts. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, Daughter there. So it could be karmic. It could not be karmic. It is something destined. The universe is bringing this in, and it's kind of like playing poker. Do you show your hand? Do you not? Do you want it? Do you not? This energy is definitely looking at you. You're looking at it. It's definitely communication. Something does seem risky. I do like that the universe plays a part here, though. It's kind of like matchmaking. I think the bigger thing here is work. And I do feel like you got a feminine here and you got a feminine here looking at the horse. I do feel like this is a decision you're going to have to make. But it stirs up some conflict. It stirs some shit up. But nothing stays the same. There's evolution here. Whether you create it with or without. So I do think the Tower is a good thing. I do think it's beneficial. It might not feel that great to you, though. I mean, what if you lost a job? But Spirit still looks at it as a good thing. I don't even see the Two of Swords or decisions. Like, it's like, are you even involved in this? Like, I do see like you having to like make the final decision, but it's definitely, you know, the next 72, give or take a day or two. So realistically, it's like, might not be the greatest news, but it's what's necessary. And really, that Tower, it's like, how many times are you going to try to knock down the Tower? How many? It's like bad news. You know how like things come in set of threes? But it ends up being exactly what you needed to get you to where you're at. Like, so to me, it's good. The wheel is definitely turning in your favor. I'm gonna clarify the page of Earth. Let me just feed. Moses. Back is getting stiff. Oh, I also need to take out dinner. What's this page of Earth? Nine of Pence, power. This confidence. I never really look at the Nine of Pence as power. And then you get the Sun of Water. So you did have the Page of Fire and the Page of Water. So definitely messages and things starting. It's like a new adventure. Like I said, there is emotions involved here. But again, emotions might evolve because I said evolve. Or this is like something that is just like platonic, but you're like, maybe you put your heart and soul into things and somebody puts their brain and money into things, you know, like, could that be beneficial? Like a nice balance? Possibly. But if you want to go into business with somebody, I'd be careful because those are two completely different energies. And yes, it is nice to have, you know, that type of balance, but you could always, you know, hire your own CPA or your own advisor at this, you know what I mean? Like, you don't need this person, because, and the Magician's here. And I can honestly say that. Could they help market with certain money? Yeah, but it's not necessary. If the Magician's here, you already have what you need to go after something, to start something, to say something. You don't need another energy. But there is another energy. So this could just be you starting something new, and it's multiple things in your life, you know. It's your outlook, and then this energy comes in. You say you're more focused on work, and this energy comes in, and you know they're more focused on feelings and love. Like it could just be happening at the same time. It doesn't mean that it's linked, not necessarily, but it does look linked. I'm not gonna lie. Or this is you honestly just being like, I know I can do this myself. And you're like, you know, there's a chance of being backstabbed or betrayed. Like maybe you would need a lawyer, even if you're just signing an NDA, or you know what I mean? Because it's like, I don't think you need this person. I think this person just wants to work with you and kind of like give you an opportunity. But I also feel like you can create your own opportunity. So that's where I'm kind of torn on to tell you whether or not you should go for it, because even if it's only a small percentage, like you just, I don't know, somebody you think is trustworthy, and maybe they're not trustworthy with the Ten of Swords there. But something's telling me they are. But this is somebody that wants in with something. They want to be part of something. It's not like, let me help you out of my kind soul. This is somebody who wants part of something. So that's the part that's kind of like, what do you do? You know, it's like somebody who wants something out of it. It'd be different if it was like 50-50 and you created something together. But maybe this is what it is. But it doesn't look like it. It looks like you've already started something. And others of you could be creating together, and it's brand new, and you put your brains together and you create something, and it's not something you've already created. Then, therefore, it's safe to say it's fair to then go into business with somebody. I just feel like if it's your idea or just their idea, that's where it gets tricky. Or this could be like, all right, somebody could be taking a big risk here too, though, you know. In regards to business, because I do feel like this energy wants to put you in the spotlight. And if you're not in the spotlight publicly, you still could be publicly, but not, your face isn't in it. You know what I mean? Like, but you're still the person behind the scenes. I don't think this is meant to be like mysterious and confusing, but you do need to read into this. Like, this isn't like, there's nothing here like to go into this blindly at all. What's this Emperor? Because this is like a boss. This would be a boss. If you're not coming in as the Empress, yeah, see, 10 of Pentacles. If you're not coming in the Empress, but they're coming in the Emperor, That's not balance. That's control. Now, if it's a good employer, it's a good boss, it's a good company, you're working under them, then great. But I don't feel like you need to work under somebody. So this is the problem I'm feeling like you might encounter. Because this is the one that has like the money, the funds, the bank account. But again, you got the Three of Swords underneath. So to me, guys, I'm telling you, like, I really don't know how to feel about this, because this is, I believe this is an energy you're very aware of. And whether it's 20 years ago, whether it's a boss, whether it was a lover, it's something that didn't work, or it's something that disappointed you. Again, did it disappoint you? Did this person disappoint you? Or was it just like you feel like you missed an opportunity and that's what disappointed you? So again, this is like, I feel like you're honestly going to be asking yourself all these questions. But this would be like an owner of a company. And I don't believe it's your energy. I definitely believe it's somebody else that wants to build, but wants you part of their company or their project. I mean, this could be like, hey, you want to help with my campaign for the next year? And it's only for a year. It could be working with a different company in a different country. Because I am getting temporary, but like one thing leads to another thing. So I feel like this King of Earth is the Emperor. I do feel like it's the same energy, and it's just, it does seem like a good offer. You are going to have to make a decision. You are going to be like, maybe you do move for a year and you don't want to leave your mother, you don't want to leave your children, you don't want to leave the family, like you don't want to leave what makes you happy, your home makes you happy, your lifestyle makes you happy. You know what I mean? But there's something about this opportunity that puts you in a place of power. And if that's what you seek, then this would be a good opportunity. Good morning. And yes, I heard you come down. I heard you come through the door. Just come down when you're ready. I'm on YouTube. Love you. This could be a great opportunity for you. It might come out of fucking nowhere, too. Nowhere's land over here. So, again, it could just make you happy. And it's not about betrayal. But I just find it very odd that you would be like, no, this person's going to fuck me over. Especially if you don't know them. Because to me, with this, all the energy on the board, it looks more of like optimism than a pessimist. Pessimistic. I almost said pessimistical. A pessimist. What am I looking for? This looks more like optimism than pessimism. Is that a word? Pessimism. I know there's an optimist and a pessimist. I don't know, Courtney might have just made up a new word to add to our dictionary. So maybe somebody likes that about you. I don't know. I don't think pessimism is a word. Optimism, yes. Pessimism, maybe. Let's find out. Pessimism. Pessimism. The pessimistic I got. Pessimism. So maybe it is a word. It's linked to philosophy, a belief that the world is bad as it could be and the evil will ultimately prevail over good. Well, yeah, pessimism. A tendency to see the worst aspect. The worst. So it could be them or the worst thought when it comes to the world. Lack of hope and confidence in regards to the future. But it doesn't feel like that way to me because this person is looking at you as a fucking asset. So you must know this freaking energy. Or you just don't like being looked at as a fucking asset, and I don't blame you. Because if anything, you should be looking at them like, do I want to invest with them? You should be researching them, Googling them, paying the $50 to get a background check. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if this person has had bad business in the past. Or people look at this person as, you don't want to work for that person. That's a dirty politician. Or, you know what I mean? But you're linked to them. There's something about it that might benefit you. And maybe you don't have to tell anybody you're working for this politician. You do your thing, and people are unaware of who you're actually working with or for. You might be better off not including this person, because I think there's a lot of people that don't like this person, to be quite honest with you. So you might like this person, but I almost feel like a lot of people don't. So it'd be wise if you didn't mention who you were linked to. So I don't know how I feel about that for you. Because I don't think people like this person. I mean, it could be a known figure. You do have the Magician here with like politics. Magician can represent politics. This could just be political, or it could just be like controversial. My tongue does not want to work. What is this Magician? I don't know. It looks like it's a good opportunity though, guys, but there is a lot. There is a lot of, I don't knows. You got the Chariot. Something could be extremely successful here. The Chariot is like leaving the past behind, being very successful. It does look like the Tower back there, or something blew up, but this is very triumphant energy. The Tower does break down to 7. The Chariot is also another 7, so there is something spiritual here. Could be a spiritual path, but this is something that can evolve. But be careful if you're buying a car with the Chariot and the Magician. You think it's a straight shooter, but it's not. But again, you do have the World here, so it feels more like it's something spiritual. But again, if this is a politician, this is somebody who can put you in a place of power. Again, I don't know if you want that title. I don't know if you want that position. I don't know if you want to be a supervisor, if you want to be a mentor. Like, I don't know if that's something you want, like I said. But if it is something you want, this person has the potential to place you in a position of power. That might be where spirit wants you. And you're like, I don't know. You'd be hesitant. But I think it's smart that you're being hesitant here too, because this is a big deal. I feel like that communication is coming in from like overseas or something. There's something about overseas or a different country, or it feels like a different country, but it's not. It's just like Canada, Alaska, you know what I mean? It's not really a different country. But it's different environment. Oh, you got the Lovers. Ooh, this is a past life. Father of Earth with the King of Earth there. This is a past life connection. So to me, if you don't know this energy, you might end up catching feelings for this energy, or this is somebody that you worked with in another lifetime. Is this the same? Because I feel like the Emperor and the King of Pence is the same energy, and the King of Pence is at the bottom of the deck, so I feel like it might be linked to this King of Pence as well. I don't know. Or you might just catch feelings for this person. I don't necessarily see love, but you do have, when the Lovers comes out, you also have the Four of Wands. It's that twin energy I hate to bring into readings. But twin energy is a very powerful energy together. When you're not looking at it as a twin, you're looking at it as work. Like, not romantic, then it can be powerful. It could be like a powerful force together. Could just be a Gemini, but I feel like you either know this person or you've been in business with them before, this lifetime or a past lifetime. It's like almost like a spiritual setup. So there is something about this you're going to want to consider, because it does feel like a spiritual setup, and it does not feel like a lesson. It feels like something you should really honestly consider. Like it could be extremely beneficial. And with the Death being here, completely transform your life. But I feel like the star's there in a way like it's supposed to. There could be a whole nother story here, and this is something you could have to leave behind in order to venture out and do this. In the sense of like a job position, like I said, temporary, like somewhere else for a year. And then you have this to consider. But that would be a whole nother storyline, and I doubt that's what that is. But it could be for some of you, but it's not enough for me to read upon, because I feel like it would already been discussed. What is this Death card? To me, it's just something that's going to transform your life. Ace of Fire, another opportunity. A new spark. So this could be very exciting, guys. And the Fool, it is. So there is a spiritual new start somewhere here. Do I think this energy approaches you this week? Maybe. Or you just start feeling this energy this week, putting more effort into you. being sufficient, doing things right, feeling better about yourself, not dwelling on the past, not feeling conflicted, going after what it is you need, working on things that you need, moving forward. There's no looking back. You're being optimistic about things. And it could just be a nice shift of energy for you. And it doesn't involve this person. But for a majority of you, 90% of you, it does involve another energy. But just energy in the sense of a person. Others of you, it's a nice, beautiful shift of energy that's coming towards you. Especially after a period of just kind of feeling weighed down. So to me, you're finding a happy medium. So you're probably going to be contemplating what is this Two of Earth? Advice for this Two of Earth. It could separate you from a situation because you got pride and ego here too. Because this is the Two of Earth. This is like rocky, trying to find the balance, harmony, peace. So there's new energy that comes in and separates you from energy that is lurking, energy that's like no good for you. Like I said, like this is a heavy time period for you, but it's not a bad thing either, though. I just heard separate the English from the Dutch. Again, Wu-Tang with the Chariot here. So there is something with another country here too. That eventually is gonna, I just heard about face. So it could be something, could be a disciplined militant energy, or it could have something to do with military, government, politician. Like, this could just separate you in the sense, because the Tower's there too. So it could just separate. It brings in fresh energy instead of like sorrow. You know what I mean? Yeah. See, I did feel compromised with that Two of Pence. More contemplating than anything, but whatever this is brings you in a new direction, and it does take you out of something that has been stagnant, that's been heavy. It puts you on a new path. So this is where Spirit's really, pushing, making their presence known. Because they absolutely want you to leave something behind. Person, place, a thing. Could even be a thought. Okay. Like I said, I knew it was kind of iffy there. Like the Tower really does come in. But I do feel like this is a good thing. But some of you, it might not feel like a good thing at first. Or again, this is, somebody else's Tower because you head in a new direction and there's no looking back. This is energy of no going backwards, especially with the Chariot being here. This is a whole new life. This is a whole new outlook. This is a whole new burst of energy. Like that alone puts you in a position of power because your mind is powerful. I do feel like this is a smart, seems like a smart move. Yeah, shadow work there with the Ace of Air, and see the answer is no, stuck, but then the answer is yes. So I'm telling, it takes you out of energy. The Six of Wands, the Six of Swords is about stepping out of the fives. It is kind of like a lesson learned. You've been through the ringer. There's very heavy energy here, but you go from the Six of Swords to the fucking Chariot. There's something most definitely here pushing you in one direction. It's definitely more of a yes than a no. And Spirit's playing part of this because they clearly want you out of a situation or a thought, or they don't want somebody around you, or they don't want somebody around this other energy. It's Spirit's clearing a path for you or this other energy, or it's for both of you. Stuff that's going on in their life that's personal, even though it's more business. You know what I mean? It separates energies. So it's either separating you intentionally, Spirit, or they're intentionally separating this other person to have a clean slate and a fresh start with you. But I think this benefits both of you, so it might not just be on your end or their end. It could be dual. It could be a mutual benefit for both of you. Like, neither of you look back. I like to go from the Six of Swords to the Chariot. That's quick, guys. It is like an overnight transformation. It's like winning the lottery, even if it's only like 10 grand. It's like, it helps you. It is something like overnight. It's like overnight success in a very good way. It could make you feel powerful, or this energy can put you in a position of power. And it's not because their energy comes in and it boosts yours. No. That would be doing things the wrong way. It's not like that. You've already learned spiritual lessons and certain things where you don't need an energy to come in to make you feel alive again. It's no. This wouldn't be your read if that's how you're looking at something. This energy doesn't make you better. Doesn't make you a better person. Situations like that, it's vibrational. And it starts with your own mindset. Could somebody bring the creative side out of you? Absolutely. But you would already have that mindset, like knowing that you're creative, knowing that you're powerful, It's not going to take another individual to convince you that you are fucking powerful. No, it's not like that at all. Okay. So I'm telling you, whatever this is, it's like, holy shit. You could be saying, like I said, you could be saying goodbye to somebody right here, but I'm telling you, like, I don't even feel the need to clarify that, because that starts a whole new story. And if this is meant for you to go in a new direction, then this energy isn't relevant. This is more important than this. So that tells me there's been an energy that has, betrayed you way too many fucking times, and it's time for you to move on with your fucking life. And you're already mentally there. You already have mentally moved on, whether it hurts or not. So I don't feel like it's relevant to read that energy. I do think, if anything, this is clear communication. And with the Lovers here, I really think this is a prime example of a past life situation with somebody. And I do think it has to do with work and business. And it's like owed to you, in the sense of like, however it went in your past lives. You guys work good together. You're a good team. So it is starting new. And if you do know this energy, this is a good thing, because you both did your shadow work. It wouldn't be just one person, because this seems like an opportunity Spirit wants you to grab. So to me, it seems like, if there's any type of pessimism, it's more how you're looking at something, because maybe at one point you dated this person. You know, it's almost like, you guys know my Charlie. You know, it's like that energy where, like, he knows everybody and I can just mesh into like any scenario. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many examples I can give. Like, you know, he owns his own business. He's got that wealth, you know. He actually does work. He is military. He flies. Retired, but still works. But it just gives me that vibe of like, he message with middle class to like high class to like politicians to fundraisers with tennis and sports and, you know, kids activities. Like that's what I'm kind of getting pulled to. Like it's and also like he's got connections, people in higher places, you know. But we used to date, you know, 8 years ago, 7 years ago, we used to date for years. And then all of a sudden we were just friends and it's platonic. And here comes an opportunity for work. Like, he came into my life for a reason. It wasn't just to date him. It was maybe to work with him. He's got certain connections, you know. So I got that type of example to give you an example. It doesn't mean you're going to step back into a dating situation. You could be like, yeah, hell no, I'm not mixing. We're not doing that business and pleasure, you know. So it could be a scenario like that too. But me and him are friends. So, you know, would I be like, do I want to work with him? Do I not? Like, personally, you know, I'll keep that opinion to myself, you know, because of my own personal experiences. But you guys might be in a situation like that, you know. And I do think you're smart enough, if there is a contract involved, you know, just don't go with their company lawyer. Seek out your own lawyer. Pay the extra money to have this person or their businesses investigated. Because I feel like this is meant to be. And I do feel like at first I wouldn't think they would take advantage of you. But again, you might not know this energy well enough. And I do feel like there is a motive. But I do feel like Spirit also, even though there's a motive, Spirit also does want you to work with us. Because there is something here that will benefit you. But you also need to be, you know, smart about it. It's almost like a whole new life. Your life changes drastically by making this one decision on whether or not to partner up with somebody. To me, it looks more financial than anything, but it could just talk about, you know, something romantic, and it's solid. It could last a lifetime. You could end up marrying this person. This person could, if it doesn't have to do with work, this could be your life partner. And all these pentacles talk about stability. It's really how you want to look at it. So there is a beautiful shift of energy coming towards us. And some of you do have to be a little more optimistic, because it could just be an energy and not a person. But for me, I'll take it regardless of what it is, in the sense of an energy or a person, because it shifts energy and puts you on a new path. You're creating it. So something that has hurt you could be also motivating you. You're getting out of a phase of heavy energy. Your load is going to be lightened, and Spirit is going to make sure your load is lightened, and they're going to make sure it's an obvious transition. It's a great read. I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing week, and I will see you mañana. I love you. Bye, guys.